Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it does look like you've ran a couple things here. You spent, you know, $50 or $60, $62. So my first thing I would say, looking at this, if you need to move the screen with the little, with all of our little photos, you can actually move that to the top, the little bar.
Oh,
yeah, so it's out of your way. Because I know it can get frustrating and in my way all the time. So if you need to move it wherever you need to. So it looks good. Looks like you're really trying to put stuff out there, and that's awesome to see, especially as a new person coming in. Because like I know Kate had a big fear of putting a lot of ads out, and she only put like one every week, or like tried one for a long time and then just let it run.
Oh, that's my problem right now too.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid, this sounds stupid, you know, or whatever, right?
Yeah. So it's really good to like learn how to split test early on, because then you're not necessarily running ads too long or running the wrong ad or running it to the wrong targeting. And you kind of know right away. Like I know Kate was trying to help you, but honestly, Kate's never really split test. She kind of does, like she gets an idea of what works for her, and then that's how she split tests. So she takes that and like makes the ad for that. But she's never done the specific split testing. So yeah. Kate's always had really good luck though. She's used. Okay, you guys need to go. Don't be stepping on your pumpkin, please. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to grab actually a notepad just so we can take some notes here, and I can get all of your questions down first, and then we make sure we don't miss any. Just give me a second.
Misty, are you making sandwiches?
I'm making a freaking chicken turkey pot pie.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you to cut pumpkins right now. Cutting pumpkins is not a thing. No. No, I don't want you to do that. Why don't you guys get crayons and color the pumpkins instead of trying to cut them? Anyway, okay, so Olivia. Where's the crayons? Okay.
Oh. Welcome to my world.
There you go. There you go. Color your pumpkin. Okay. Okay. So what are your top like 3 questions, or like what are your main concerns right now for what we're looking at in your ads manager?
Okay. Well, I just posted this conversion ad the other day.
Okay.
So then I had kind of got re-watching the training videos again, and I'm like, well, how do I know when to kill it, and blah blah blah. Well, I should kill it after the first day, obviously, if I don't even get one lead, right?
Not necessarily. Like actually Katelyn Leslie's here too, and she could probably like touch on a little bit of all this maybe if she gets off the phone anytime. But the biggest thing with split testing is waiting until it has enough reach to get enough data. So it's more or less than how much you spent. So with especially like a conversion or whatever and post engagement, you want at least a 500 reach. Yeah, thanks, Missy. So by the looks of it, actually, I feel like your
Where do you want
how you have your column set up is much different than mine. I have it set up to show. Try clicking another one. Click on that. Yeah. Go performance just for right now. Okay, so yeah, this is a little bit easier to see. So see this conversion, how it's only reached 250? It really doesn't have enough data yet to tell you anything. But then again, you've already spent $10 and you don't have a lead. So at that rate, your leads are probably going to be closer to like a $9, $10 at this rate lead. And that is kind of expensive, depending on, have you noticed getting any comments on that ad?
No.
You haven't got anything? Okay. And when did you start this? Just yesterday?
That's still get comments on conversions?
Yeah, oh, totally. Depending on how you word your ad copy, so like the writing on the top. So actually 90% of my conversions turn into like a post engagement. Everybody comments, everybody messages me, and that's one of the reasons why I had to set up something for my messaging to kind of automate it more, because I was getting way too many and I couldn't keep up.
Okay.
So it does happen, and it's just like how you word your writing at the top. So
So if you just want a link click or comment and a link click or whatever the case, right?
yeah, so it depends, like how I word mine. I've changed it now because I don't want as many messages. I'm trying to stay away from that for myself now at this point, because I'm scaling too high. Like I'm putting too much money to ads that I can't keep up, right? At this point, for you, it's great to get the messaging because it's a better tactic to get the leads for yourself in the beginning. It's cheaper for you. As you see down here, you had a 1 cent post engagement on these ones. So
yeah, see, I had been running post engagements, and I like, this was my first conversion, and then I was like, well, how do I even?
Okay, so in the columns, you can actually get a cost per comment to put on those engagement. So you can actually see, without doing the math yourself, how much it's actually costing you per comment. And I count each comment as a lead, because most of the time, especially if they message me back, right? If they don't answer me, it's like I count them as like a half a point, you know, because they still put interaction on my page. It's just like a lead that registered for the webinar but never watched, right? They're not actually going to interact with you, but I still count them as a lead. So that's why. So if you go to your columns, back up in there, go down to customize. I don't know if we did this the last time we had a Zoom, but we'll look at it.
No, we didn't. Like, I went in and changed it.
Yeah, I see that. You're really taking action and like going after stuff for yourself, and I'm really proud of you. A lot of people don't go over and above, right, to try and figure it out on their own.
Well, I just feel like I'm like thinking about something, I need to do this, and then I'm just like, fuck, the answer's right there, and I've just been stressing about it, and then I found, you know what I mean? Like, it was just
you know what? Most of the time our answers are super simple. It's just finding it. Yeah. So Google has always been my best friend. I've pretty much figured, I think he went look in Ryder's room or downstairs, baby. Okay. So if you go up to the top where it says search, just type in comment, and it'll bring up anything that has to do with that comment. Okay, so cost, you want both of those. So click off both of those. And then it's going to add it to the bottom to your list. And then it's the same way you made that Carolee 1 and 2. You scroll down, save as preset, name it as whatever, cost engagement, cost per comment or something, just so you know that that's the one that's on it. Because it's really easy to switch through columns and check out all your data in all the different ones, but at least you know that that's what this specific one was kind of made for. And you go apply, okay, and then you might have to go up there and click it actually. Click it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then, oh, did it not work or did it? I don't know if it worked. But anyway, okay, so scroll over. See on the bottom, we have this bar that you can pull over, Mom's on the phone, bud. Okay, so here we have post comments, okay? So I'm just gonna move, now my photos are all over. So, okay, so post comments. You only actually got one comment on that one, and so it's $23 a lead necessarily, right? Now, the other thing that you have to take into consideration is I also really work the people that like my ads too. So when they like my ad, you can turn them into an organic lead by clicking the likes on the post. So clicking the likes on the post, and it brings up the list, and it says invite them to the page. Now another thing you can do is actually click on their profile and go to their profile. I always do this first before I invite them. I add them as a friend, and I press a little wave button, because it starts a conversation with them without actually ever typing anything. And almost every single time they go, hey, how do you know me? And then I always just say, oh, I just wanted to reach out and introduce myself personally. You had like something on my business page. if you ever need anything or have any questions, let me know. And then half the time they're like, well, what post was it? And then I explain it a little bit, what it was about, to like refresh their memory. And then they almost always have questions if they've answered me, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good way to take the likes, because those are cheap.
See, I actually just got this one. I just on a conversion one today. I think I just got a like somewhere. Why is it not showing?
Just like likes on it. If you go to your notifications, you should be able to find it. Boys, you need to go somewhere else. I can't hear myself think. Go play or go downstairs. When Auntie's done, then you can come back upstairs. Sorry, guys. I'm warm. Yeah, so you should, is that it? The conversion?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so same thing with conversions. I still do that. I still interact with all my people that like, because some people don't actually read it, and then it gives them a chance to go back and ask questions because they actually just liked it quickly while they were uptown or something.
Yeah.
And with conversions, if they interacted at all with my post, it doesn't necessarily go back to them, right? Because I do that when they click. So if I don't want them getting bugged if they want nothing to do with it, right? If they've already clicked on it, they've already liked it, they've already commented, I'm not going to keep sending it back to them. It's just my money. So that's how I still interact with the people that only liked it, because half the time, yeah, sure, go. As long as it keeps you guys quiet. That's how I utilize every single aspect of my ad, because otherwise I'm wasting because I'm also paying for those. I'm paying for the likes. I'm paying for the comments, and make sure when somebody comments, you're always liking and commenting back, right? And sometimes I'll even comment twice back. If it's something like I sent you a message and they never replied, I'll go back on and say, thumbs up, did you see this? Like, or something along those lines, because every comment, even though it's your own, it still counts towards the algorithm. So you're boosting. Okay. And the reason why, like, see, these ones reached like 5,000, 3,000, and 2,000. That's really good. It had time to gain data. And you were able to get down to a 1 cent post engagement. So people clicking it to read it, clicking it. But something in there isn't engaging them enough, is what this is telling me, to comment or like on your post engagements.
Okay.
Because you're getting a really good cost per post engagement.
Yeah.
But it's not engaging them enough to comment or like it.
Okay.
So I would go back and have a look at your ad copy, see if there's something in there that you could maybe amp up a little bit more, like get them really what you want them to do. People need to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Always. So go back to that part, because these 1 cent post engagements, that's great. Sometimes I can't even get that, right? Most of the time, as long as my content's good. And I don't know, we're using a video. Oh yeah, videos.
Yeah, there was some videos, some were like just like a video collage thing where I didn't talk, but.
Okay. Is there writing in the videos? Like, yes. Writing? Okay, that's probably our issue then. Because you remember my yoga ad that I did that had all the writing on it?
Yes, actually.
That one never ever converted, and I kind of had an idea that would happen, but I was so.
I thought it was a good one.
I know, but the reason why they don't convert is Facebook doesn't like writing on videos. So as soon as there's lots of writing on the video, it won't convert or get sent out to. Well, how would you reword that or say that? Like writing on the videos, how that's not a good thing. Why Facebook doesn't like it?
I don't know why they don't like it, but they don't like it.
No, they just don't like it. Even though we like it and I thought it was good too, it didn't convert. So that could be what your issue. It could have nothing to do with the writing up top. It could be just that your video had too much writing in it, and Facebook was like, no, we're not going to send you to the right people. We're not going to put your post out. It's going to cost you way, way more to get anything. And that's probably why you had a $23. Yeah, they are jerks. Sometimes Facebook is our friend because they're always listening.
No, yeah.
We love Facebook. We love them and we appreciate them.
Exactly, we do.
But try doing a really good photo. Like, have you seen Kate's ad with the pink hair?
No.
Just a photo. Okay, she's got this ad and she's been running it since like June or something ridiculous, and it's working for her though. And the thing that's so eye-catching, and I'm not saying go out and dye your hair pink or wear a wig, but get something that catches their eye like that, because her bright pink hair made everybody stop and then gave a crap about what she said, right? They're like, wow, that girl's hair is really cool, and she's like sitting on a couch with her cell phone. And it's nothing really extravagant, but it's a really good quality photo and it's eye-catching. So if you think your ad copy is really, really good, try finding a really, really bang-on photo. But the problem a lot of people have with photo ads, and this is why most of us say stay away from them and go with like a video ad or something, is they're not doing a really good content photo. You know, you have to have that good photography photo. If it's like something that you got like a photographer to take of you, or something that's really, really good. It's got good editing. It's got like all of the aspects. It's got the color. It's got something to catch someone's eye when they're scrolling. You got to remember, what stops you in Facebook?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So I think that was our main problem with that engagement video, is there's writing in it. If there's writing in it, it's not going to convert. Like, especially if there's quite a bit of writing. If there's only like one section that has writing, you're probably okay. Or like two.
No, there's a few spots in there, so.
Yeah, it just also depends on the size of the writing. Everything depends. So like even on the photo, do not put any writing on the photo.
Okay.
Okay. Keep all your writing in the ad copy at the top. Another thing that I just learned that you can do now, if you put a post on, anyway, we'll stop there. I'll go back to that. Okay, so conversion. So she's got, so Katelyn, what would you say? She's got 250 reach, but she's already spent $10. To me, that's already going to be at least a $10 lead.
So she spent $10, but I have no comment.
No, nothing. Oh, she got 1 like and only a 250 reach. Yeah, Katelyn says turn it off, and so do I. Is that the same video as the video in the other ones?
Can I just have to go.
Yeah, if you go to ad, click on it first. Oh, okay, never mind.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So there's like, these two here were the same as this one. I just
changed the front photo, yeah. Have I watched this video? Have you shared it in the group? The one that's on the group?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because I realized I should have did that before I posted it, right? To just get.
Oh, okay. So you have it targeted to just people who like horses?
Yes. Well, see, now this is where all this split testing stuff was kind of confusing me a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So all my other ones that I did, how did I do it? I was running it, and then I was going in and editing it after. Like, should I have been running more than one with different?
Yeah, I would. For me, like, I try not to edit them too much because it kind of screws up with the algorithm. Don't edit. If you want to change something, duplicate and change it. And then whatever one's working better, go with that one instead of the old one.
Okay, that was my other question.
When you go in and edit something, it really screws with Facebook's algorithm. So what happens is Facebook's pixel, your pixel, is shooting up all of these people, and it's like, yeah, I'm getting smarter. I know what I'm doing. And then all of a sudden you throw a winger in there like, oh no, actually I only want people that like horses. So now Facebook's got to start from ground zero, and he's like, well, fuck, okay, now I got to go over here.
Okay.
Well, Wi-Fi is the 0316. Yeah, and then M series marketing, all one way. No pathos. So yeah, and with horses, when you put that in, how much of like an audience did you get? You know, like on that graph on the
side. I remember it was like a couple million maybe or something.
Okay, so you
I kind of had seen that maybe putting interest ins might not always be the best because it might limit your reach or whatever.
Me and Katelyn probably have totally different views. I never use interest. Katelyn?
I do both. I've done none, and then I've like do random interests and stuff, or like if my video is like really towards
yeah, like I think if the video or like your content is very targeted to like a certain person, so like
But if it's a very like vague video, then I try random stuff. But I've also tried like no interest at all.
Yeah, that's almost all I run. Yeah. But
I was just winging it, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just try.
well, you have to try things, right? Like it's not bad to try things, but the thing that you have to stop doing is editing, especially when you're trying to figure out what's working.
Okay, so
What
if
you're going to do is you're going to want to duplicate. Now, what I do, and Katelyn, I'm still learning about all this, but what I do is I duplicate at the campaign level, but it costs you an extra $5 every time. I think if you duplicate at the ad set level, it splits it.
so what do you mean now?
Just wait, I'm asking a question.
If you say you have a campaign,
Yeah.
and you have like 4 ads in your
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
If you duplicate it at the campaign level, now you're gonna have 8
Yeah.
ad sets.
Yeah.
If you do it at the ad set level, then you just are duplicating the one.
Yeah.
However many.
Okay, so yeah, okay. I think I still do this wrong, but I'm not the best either. We've never, me and Mike's whole team is like, we've always just done the basic, right? We always ran post engagement. We never really ran conversions and all that stuff. And now me and Mike are, over the last couple of months, have stepped up my game and I'm learning all this stuff, but I'm still learning too. So what Katelyn just said is what you can do is when you're creating a campaign, you can actually, and I've seen this done, I just haven't done it myself, but you can actually do 4 different ad sets right within that campaign. And we can show you here. Actually, let's get out of yours and I'll go into mine. So it's like.
So can I just shut this off?
Yeah, I would.
Now?
Yeah, just yeah. It's wasting money. It's not doing it.
Okay, I will restart for Monday. Is kind of my.
You know what? What I would do. For me, I find starting an ad on Sunday and having it for Monday morning.
Yes, I was going to do that. Yes, start it, get it out Sunday or whatever.
Get some ideas, go through your content, go through all the photos that you have of your family and whatever not. Find something that's super engaging. Like I liked how when we quickly looked at your ads, I liked how the horses were there. People love horses and stuff, but maybe try editing it so it's a little bit more vibrant and colorful. Like bring up the saturation, bring up the, find a really good editing program that you like. I like on my phone, it's called Snapseed. I really, really love that app. It's got amazing filters. It does really good editing and it doesn't ruin the quality of the photos. I find a lot of those cheaper apps really bring the quality down and then it's kind of crappy, but I love Snapseed. I don't know for the computer, I haven't really found one, but what I do is I make it on my phone and then I transfer it to I just either message it to myself or something like that. But okay. Yeah, let's stop your screen share. And then I'll go into my business manager and we'll go from there. Because actually I kind of want to learn how to do this too. Well, Katelyn's here. We'll steal her for a minute. Plug her I should be able to figure it out on my own, but we'll see.
Well, at least with the split testing, I have more of an idea. Like,
totally.
Like I was kind of like, do I edit this or do I just make a bunch? Or so that kind of helps.
No, yeah, it does help. So I'll show you what I did today. Oh, it's a mess right now. Okay, I still have one pending. Oh. Okay, so I have all of these are engagement. My other one's still pending, so I don't know what's going on there, but. What I've done here, and I named them really well. And as you can see by looking at my business manager, I've deleted anything that I've ever shut off.
Okay.
You're never going to turn it back on again. I don't like seeing them. It confuses me. It's really distracting to look at. I really like a clean business manager. So when you go back into yours, just delete all of them.
Okay.
Right? Unless you want to go in and save like what you wrote as an ad copy, like copy it to a note clip or something so that you have them for future reference to edit.
Okay.
But honestly, I just get rid of them. I'm like, no, get it gone.
Okay.
So this is what I started yesterday. Some of them I only started today. So what I start with a really generic ad. So I take what I want to write, my photo that I want to use with it, and I do an engagement with like my whole, what I think is going to work, okay? So just for that one, the original one right here, so you can see it spent the most because it's been on the longest, right? Is I did ages 23 to 30 USA and Canada, because I wanted to start targeting USA, seeing if I can get out there. And English only is all I did. Okay, and then I let it run for a little bit, and I copied it. So I duplicated it the exact same. I didn't change anything, just so I had 2 streams going to the same thing. And it seems to really work and up the algorithm. Like, I don't necessarily know if it ups the algorithm on both, but you're hitting the same group of people with 2 separate ads. So it's which one's working better, right? Which lane is going better, because each one has a different path, kind of, but they're going the same direction. Does that make sense?
So what you did was you took that engagement, you sent it out for a day or whatever.
Not even a day. I sent it out for like an hour. I came back and I duplicated it again. You could even do it right away. It gives you the option right after you create it to just send it out again. And then they kind of go in the same, they're both going north, but they're on 2 separate roads. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then once those ran for about 12 hours, I started seeing that, okay, because see how my post engagements are right now, they're quite high. Then I started seeing, okay, which ones are, what actually working? And I could like start seeing where the reach was going by hitting this view charts here. So you come in here and you can actually see everything that's going on. So I go to demographics. So here I can see that actually men, and I know I only ran 23 to 30, so I know it's only 23 to 24 men are doing really good. And I know I didn't run over 30, so 25 to 30 men are doing really good. And over here, women are doing okay, but mainly just this, mainly just this bigger, the 25 to 30, right? So I know pretty much my women down there aren't really doing that great. And then the placement is kind of, oh no, that's just where like if you had different, like if you were placing it in Instagram or whatever, you can also change this. I think, what the heck? I thought you could change it to area too.
So even though, because you put it in as what age again?
23 to 30.
Okay, so it still gives you everything that looked at it?
Well, it will, yes, like obviously if it gets shared or something, it's still going to go to more people than what I told it to, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And also obviously if people lie about their age on Facebook, it's still going to go to some people that might not be actually 23. But these graphs still show a range, so 18 to 24. But I know that I only paid for it to go from 23 to 24. So I know 23 to 24 is actually probably my best 2-year range, right? Because it's doing the best in both genders just in that 2-year span. The rest of it, it's still doing okay, but it's a bigger span. It's 5 years, 25 to 30, right?
Okay.
So I can see that right away. And also, impressions, you can also change it here to like impressions, who's actually taking more action. So then again, men over here is doing better. So what I did is I changed 1 to be men, 1 to be women, and then I also added in 1 targeting people that were homeowners.
Okay, and now this would be classified as your split test, right?
That's how I split test.
Okay.
Now, what I want to show you is what Katelyn's saying, and I know most of the people in the industry do this. This is how I do it, but it also costs me $5 a day for each one of those.
Yes.
So right now I'm already spending 25 bucks a day. But I like to figure it out really fast. I don't want to waste like for me, I'd sooner spend more money up front really fast figuring it out than me waiting a week to figure it out, right? I just want to get it out there. So I believe I'm doing this right. Katelyn, you can yell at me later.
Now the conversion ones, I kind of see you can switch the ad sets. Like when you did that split test with the, like that new split test at the bottom. That's the only way that you can split test the conversions, or can you do it?
No, that's just an option for Facebook to do it for you. Lots of people had really good luck with it. I also had really, really good luck with it. The thing that I found that bothered me is the split test, once I ended it, it was still on like a timer. I couldn't like set it to run forever. So as soon as I went, like I could duplicate it and do it that way, and I guess that would be the most ideal way to do it. But I couldn't ever make that original one that was doing really, really good I could make it go for longer, but then I had to up the budget so much to match that time zone, and it really screwed with my algorithm. Like really, really fast, because you know how they say don't up your budget more than 20%? Well, that actually should be more like 15%. Like I'd never go higher than 15%. But unless you're duplicating, because if you're duplicating, you can have so many paths of that ad going to kind of the same thing, but like some of them are more narrowed, but they're all kind of heading north. They're just all taking different roads, right? Yeah. Now with that though, I'm spending a lot more money and getting a lot more ads out there, but I've never changed the budget. I'm still $5 on every ad.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that split test, that was the only thing I didn't like. But lots of people have found really good luck with it. They woke up within 24 hours and had a crap ton of messages, and it continued for 3 weeks while it ran, right? And even after they shut off the split test and it was just an ad, it was really good. But I found when I went to go adjust the budget and extend the time is when it kind of went to crap. So I didn't like that. And you really had to be on it, duplicating and figuring out how to keep that continuing without messing with the original ad. Like you had to be quicker. I just didn't get on it quick enough, so it was my own fault. I waited till it was almost over, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta extend this, and I should have been duplicating and testing more after that. But I didn't. So, but yeah, lots of people have had really, really good luck with that, and they love it now. The ones that have shown how to do it. But it does spend a lot of money really quickly at the beginning, right? Like I spent $46 in 12 hours, so you just have to be. Yeah. But anyway, okay, let's do this. Ice cream ad. Oops. Ice cream, and I'm just gonna do Canada and USA and 23 to 30. I always do this so I know exactly what I'm looking at in my campaign. Like in my campaign level, I know exactly what each one is without even having to open it. Right?
Yeah.
It's just by the name. So it's much nicer.
Whoa.
They're so cute.
Go Beans, go. Go Beans, go. Go Beans, go.
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
can I have the pudding?
No, you don't need pudding.
Why?
We'll play it and I'll be done right away.
I want
I'm just going to quickly go through and fill this out because this stuff.
pudding though.
Mm,
And me too. I'm hungry for pudding too.
yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
That's
just.
up to Auntie Kayla. There you go. Haha.
Are they allowed to have it?
I don't care. It's up to you. Okay, I'm just trying to find where we do this extra.
There's only one.
Okay, nobody gets pudding because there's only one. Oh, right here. Create multiple new ad sets. Yes, I knew we'd figure it out without her help.
I went in there the other day and I was just like, I'm confused by if I'm doing this right or not. And then I'm just
So
like,
this is kind of like what I do, but this creates it all in one campaign. So you set one. Sorry, guys. I hope. Yeah, you guys will be. You're fine, right? You're kids in the background. Okay, so yeah, this is perfect. Okay, so what did I say? It was Canada. Actually, we can do this. We can split. I'll show you exactly what I would do. So go Canada, the age group that I want, 23 to 30, because I know I'm 23 to 30 only because I've split tested it so many times, and I know that's the only ages that work for me. For you, it could be completely different. But what I would say is my biggest recommendation: never go over 15 years.
yes.
What's this button mean? Add age range variation. You don't know that? It's new. I know. Everything's so new.
That's what comes in if it's not on the other one.
You can probably.
Oh, that's how you do the extra. Okay.
No, she said she doesn't really.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So this is how you
must be
do.
able to split this.
Yeah, this is how we split test. Yay! Hey, Carolee, we're both learning something new.
Yeah.
So here I
At
would
least it
put in
was kind
my,
of on the right spot path there when I was looking at it before.
yeah. So right now we have 2 ad sets, total budget, because it always goes to $20 a day, right?
Yeah.
So now we're at $40 a day. We're gonna bring that back down to $5 each ad set.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep my age range the same. And okay, detailed. Ooh, the only thing that you can't do a variation.
Because in reality, you don't want to be changing your age too here, right? Like you only want to split test Canada and US or what?
No, like because of, you know, that insight I got from my post engagements, I could take that and run one. It's just, okay, here, I know what we could do. We can do one that's 23 to 24, because that was that one that I seen that was doing really good. Boys, please don't fight. Hey, who's throwing stuff? It's okay, you guys. My goodness. Okay, just go get a new granola bar and stop pouting about it, because it's not a big deal. Okay, let's see. So we got 2 age ranges, 2 locations. Here, look at that. Oh, here we go. Add custom. So you can either do it that way, or we can go like this and just get rid of this second variation. Get rid of this second variation. I'm showing you 2 ways right now. I'm learning too, so go like that. And then we can also go up here and, oh, that's too far. Okay, boys. And that's educate, so please don't wreck it. Add custom audience variation. So now we're gonna have 2 different audiences this time.
Okay, can you guys go in the bedroom, please?
Yeah, go bedroom down or downstairs. Just wait. I'm still learning, Carly. Don't try not to look at this too much yet.
Yeah, no, it's just the like, should I be putting my blinders on so I don't get too much info in?
Yeah, never mind. Don't do that. That's something that you would have to have more data for. Okay. So yeah, you would click these buttons and do all the different ones.
Okay.
Hi, you need to go. You guys are getting crazy and in my face.
So now once you go through it that way and you create your ad or whatever, will it show up in your ads manager as 2 separate?
What it's going to do is when you go into your thing, it's going to show up as one campaign. Then when you click on tab ad sets, I'll show you because we're going to run through this. When you click on ad sets, it's going to show the 4 different ad sets.
Okay.
And then under ads, I believe it'll show the 4 again. It might only show 1, but I think it'll show the 4. And then we're almost done now. And then this one can be this one. Go down. Go in my room, Aiden. Go in my room. Single parent problems today. Husband's gone.
Can you open this for me, Mom?
Yeah, I can. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Okay, so we got 25 to 30 as a variation, and US and Canada as a variation, and 23 to 24 as a variation. Okay, perfect. We can't vary the men and women, which I would like to do in this, but it looks like you can't do that, so that's okay. That's fine. We're gonna always edit placements like normal, right? We don't want all this other junk. Go away, Instagram. Unless you have your Instagram set up, but honestly, your Instagram, it's so easy to get free followers and do all that stuff that you don't really need to pay for on Instagram, I find. For me, anyway. If it was a video, you would click here. Mine's not a video, so I'm not going to click there.
So it only goes to Wi-Fi? Yeah.
Because like if they're watching a video, they're probably not going to watch it when it's on their data, right?
No, exactly.
Have you tried this thing, this new part? No, I haven't. I've been trying it on mine, but I don't know if it works yet or not. I'm not going to try it on this one, just because I have it trying on the other one. I'm just learning about it. But if you click on this, it shows you, you can do standard or you can do extended. So if you know that you're going to run this ad for a long time and you want to get a conversion rate that's very level, it might not be the cheapest, but it'll be the most level throughout the entire ad run. Standard will try and get you the cheapest, right at first, but it might get more expensive as you go forward.
Oh, yeah. That would be good.
I'm already doing that on one, so I'm gonna try without on this one. Just split testing that feature too, right? Like you have to almost split test everything. I always do 1 day click. What do you do 1 day click?
I think I do 7.
Oh, you do 7? Okay, well, I'm gonna try. I've always done 1 day click, and I'm starting fresh, so I'm also gonna do 7 day click. But
so what is that? 7 day click or 1 day view?
Okay, so if they click on your ad, like they click on your link or whatever, the ad will only go to them for that 1 day, right? That's how you explain it? Yeah. And if and then they won't get it ever again after that. Because obviously if they've clicked on it, this is how my theory of it was.
Then they're like, I'm being here.
They're obviously not interested or they've done something with it, right?
Yeah.
7 day click, once they've clicked on it, they'll still see it for another 7 days.
Okay.
I'm going to try it, see if it works. I don't know. I've never split tested it. So Katelyn says that's what she uses. So, hey, why the fuck not 1 night split test? I'm in the whole process of split testing. So I have one with only 1 day and one with 7 days.
Okay.
Oh, I'm highly fighting. Okay, so this is even distribution. So normally we do 5. So I'm going to do, $20, right? So $5 a day each, just like normal. But we're doing this one thing instead of going in and making 4 separate ads, right? So it's a little bit easier. And I quite like this because now I can already set it to run continuously. I don't have to stop it. Now, I'm trying to push this without clicking on my, is it gonna let me go? my bar at the bottom is in the way. Oh, there we go, I can move that, okay. Oh, I think my children are really grouchy today, just warning you. Okay, so this one's set at $5 daily, that one's set at $5 daily. This one, and see how they're, each one's going to Canada, one's going to US, see that?
Yeah. And then the age difference.
Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. I just did all my split testing with me only having to do it once. I might have to get off early.
So I guess that's the difference, right? Because when you do it in your post engagement, you can't do that this way, right?
I don't know. I think you should be able to, but even regardless, if you had to make 4 separate post engagements, just like I did, it doesn't really take that long. I was just kind of press duplicate and then I go edit, and I go and edit the ad set for exactly what I want before I press start.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's not hard to do. This is just a little bit easier. It takes out the extra 2 clicks of me doing it. Yeah.
But no, that totally makes sense.
I might have to hop off here. My children are fighting, but I'll get through this and hopefully this helped. But the thing I would do from here till Sunday is I would just kind of look at what you have, make sure that your ad copy would engage you. Because remember, you're targeting people like you. So as you're flipping through Facebook, watch for stuff that makes you stop. If something made you stop, look at it and analyze it. Why did that make me stop?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So even with your horse pictures, so like even look at this, like, you know, Michael had this photo on his page and he didn't edit it. He didn't do anything like that at all. And then I was like, but for me, I know I need, my followers and me need stuff that's prettier. That's like really eye-catching, bright to the eye, has something to look at. So I went through and edited it to make it look bright and white. Whereas his was very yellow from the lighting and it just was a normal ass photo. But I went through and edited it and I made it into a totally different photo. They don't even look like the same photo anymore, right? Same thing with like this one. This one, when I first started, that blue sky was not that blue, right? But now it's like, oh wow, that's a really blue sky.
Mm-hmm.
So it just takes doing something as simple as editing it like that. And I really love this photo of my son. It's probably not the most eye-catching, but I think it is.
Yeah, it was cute. I seen it.
I was like, oh, look how cute he is. He knows ice cream. And just make sure you go in here and you can move this around to make it like, because on a conversion, you don't get as much photo space.
Okay.
Post engagement. I don't even think you can change it now. On a post engagement, you'll get the whole square. On a
Yeah.
conversion, you'll only get this little rectangle.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of sucks for this photo. It's not really the best photo for a conversion, but I don't care. He's cute, and I just don't even care. So, what's the matter, baby? Aiden should.
So what did you go at? Did you go in as like you just created your own? You're not taking it from your page?
When I'm doing a conversion, yeah, I'll show you the difference quickly.
Well, see, because when I did this conversion, I did it, I think, the same way, so I could edit more.
Because when you go to existing posts, you can't add like the button on the bottom. And
Yeah.
sometimes it lets you, like in post engagement, I think it lets you, but.
Well, you know what? I tried to edit in after we had that last Zoom with the Learn More button, and I tried it on all of them, and I couldn't get it. It wouldn't work. Like, it wouldn't let me edit it in. It would just
Hi, Brandon.
see, oh, something went wrong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then when I did my conversion,
But that's why I like doing it this way. I know it doesn't directly post on my page, but I already have this ad posted like twice on my page for post engagement. So I was like,
yeah, so
me running it as a conversion, it's just a reminder to all those people that have already read the post engagement, because the post engagement's cheaper, so it's going to go out to more of the people that I'm already targeting, and then I'm going to send this conversion right back at them. It says the same thing, it looks like the same, it's the same photo, it's the same everything, and that's why I run both at the same time, because the conversion's more money, but it gets them to click a button.
Yeah.
Register. And then make sure you have an engaging headline. So mine was, I wasn't, oops, ready. Download. Ryder has a bleeding nose. Okay, we're almost done. I just have to do this. He always has a bleeding nose. Oh, sweet, it didn't do it. Most time when you copy and paste, it doesn't put all the spaces in, and you gotta go in and redo it all. I don't wanna do. I think that's the reason why my other one's not getting approved. They don't like my fire your job one. Same. And then this newsfeed link description just goes on underneath where it says Gaz Workshop right there. This will change what it says. So same step by step training I used. Or something along those lines. Right, register here. You know, you can write whatever you want, really.
Yeah. That's how I did that.
Yeah. You can do the display link, like make it look nice. And that's pretty much it. All right, give up my time. Yeah. I always press review first, because then if there is any errors, it always comes up.
Comes up red.
Yeah. And then I go confirm. Half the time it gets approved a little quicker like that. So I tried to do that anyway. And look at them all go. Woo! Oh yeah, so see, so it'll show in campaign level as one ad. Ad set it'll show 4, and ads it's going to show 4 as well.
Okay, I see.
So that's kind of the layout, how to look in your tabs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. But yeah, so like, did that help?
Yes, it made it much clearer.
Okay. And you're just changing one little thing at a time, and you're only changing it because you're seeing that something's working. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people get stuck in it and they're like, oh, I'll just, you know, this didn't work, so I'll try this. Well, look at what did work and focus on that is how I've always done it. And then I expand from there. So like, if I'm running to Canada and the US and I'm finding that US is crapping the bed on me, I'm not going to like try US with horses.
Yeah.
No, obviously US isn't working for me. So I'm going to go back to Canada and then I can try, you know, extending my search other ways and like still getting sent out to all the same people and they're still getting hit with all the same ad. And I try to run, like when I run an ad, I try and do the same ad everywhere. So it's like recognizable and people like, I don't know, that could be wrong, but I like it because I feel like I fled the entire like group of people because I'm sending out like 7 ads to them, to that same group of people. And so like if they don't hit the first one, they'll be like, oh, I was starting to read this while I was uptown the other day. Maybe I should actually read it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or this thing keeps popping up in my newsfeed. The universe is telling me to read it. You know, some people might think like that. So yeah. So that's how I do it. Is there any other quick questions I can help you with before we hop off?
No, I think that pretty much narrows it down, and I'm glad you recorded it because I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back and just.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna. I will
Just
post it for you. I don't know if the kids are kind of noisy, so it might be a terrible training video, but that's okay. But we'll keep it for you, and I'll post it in the support group for sure, so you have it. And maybe I'll message it into that group that we had started just with your uplines.
Yeah, for sure that would
and
work,
then
yeah.
you guys have quick access to it too, because I'm sure Kate's going to want to watch this too, because Kate's never done anything like this, right?
And it's just easier, like, to actually see, right? It's easier to just see that it's being done. Like, it just
100%.
put it more together.
So, and then too, if you want to single out one campaign, because like for me, if I was to go exit out of that and then go to ad sets, like, look, I got like 1 million now because I have 4 just from that one campaign. And like,
So if one is not working, you can just.
Yeah. So what I would do is if you want to look at one specific campaign, so like say I wanted to look at just that one and maybe compare it with this other conversion, right? I just want to compare these two. Then when I go over here, that's all I see now. Does that help too? I'm not getting flooded with all of the others.
Okay.
See, I only see those 5.
Olivia, can you leave that here?
And same over here. But if I exit out of here, so see I see 5, I exit that, now I see everything.
Okay.
It's just like really confusing, and sometimes when you're trying to really focus on one ad, this can be distracting, right? So what I would do is I'd go clean out all of your campaigns. So when you go to make this ad on Sunday, you got a fresh, clean slate, and you're not looking at all that money that you spent. And it was a waste of money, because it's not. It's making your pixel smarter every time.
Yes, exactly.
And you're just gaining more steps to what you're doing, and having a fresh screen always helps me. Like, it's not like, oh God, look at all those things that didn't work, right? It's so much better not to look at them. I like a fresh screen. I know all of my ads are what are running right now.
Yes. Exactly.
And then it just makes it so much cleaner. And you're doing really great at playing around with Business Manager and clicking buttons. Like, don't be scared to click buttons, right? Like, go find what things do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think, if there's nothing else, I do have a son with a bloody nose.
Yes, no, go. Thank you very much for helping out.
I appreciate you. I love you guys. And we'll talk soon. Have a really good weekend.
Thanks so much, Kat.
No problem. Bye.
Later, Brandon.
Bye.
Okay.